Anthony Hartwig here with a Girard girls basketball player profile. We are joined by sophomore Kaylee Wilkes. Kaylee, thanks for coming on and talking to us about your season and your career so far.
Thank you for having me.
Year number 2. I mean, what's it like? You have a year under your belt now. You learned a lot of lessons last year. How have you been kind of tackling this sophomore season?
It's been pretty well. I think it's been a big change since we lost a very valuable player last year, and Matt got injured. So then we had like a rotation switch in the lineup. So it was kind of difficult in the beginning. So
Yeah, let's talk about the things that you had to step up and be this year. I know you're just a sophomore, but this team and this coaching staff was still going to ask a lot of you. You know that coming into the season that you were going to be someone that had a lot of responsibilities on your shoulders. Talk about what it was like preparing for that, and what it was like to know that this was going to be a year where you were given a lot of responsibility.
I think I knew that coming in because last year I played a lot. I had a lot of minutes last year, and he told me from the start that I was gonna have a lot of minutes last this year. So I want to. um I really just want to give my team the ball, and I knew I was going to have a lot of responsibility this year because, we lost a lot of, we lost Mia last year. So,
So you are a player that might be young as far as age goes, but you're not young in varsity experience. You also a member of the varsity softball team, basketball, soccer, right? Soccer too.
nope, just softball.
Just softball and
Yep.
basketball. Okay, but soccer and basketball. I mean, softball and
Yep.
basketball. What's it like to have all that varsity experience? This is a sophomore.
I think it's great. I think it gives me like a lot of teamwork and leadership and responsibility to like tackle all that together. So I think it's great.
What were some things that you put on your kind of list of goals that you wanted to achieve this year?
I wanted to be a better passer and dribbler because last year I think I struggled dribbling and because I caused a lot of turnovers last year and I didn't want to do that this year. And I wanted to be more talkative on the court, so I think I need to start improving on that.
We always see confidence also build as a player gets more and more used to being on the varsity floor.
Mhm.
Where's your confidence at this year compared to last year, you think?
I think it's a little bit better. I've been going to lessons. I went to at the end of last year, and I've started to go at this year. So I think it's starting to grow. And after that Mineral Ridge game, I think it kind of started to go up since I had that really high point game. So,
Where does your confidence come from? What kind of things give you confidence as a player?
my coaches, my teammates, they give me the ball, and Allie Gassman, she gives you so much confidence. Like she always boosts you up, and she at practice like she'll help you out. Like so,
And then
my parents. So
let's talk about the coaching staff too. I mean, you mentioned them; they obviously give you a lot of confidence. Second year with Coach Bornemus at the
yep.
program. Um, what's it like to be under him? What kind of things do you think he's taught you as a basketball player?
I think he teaches he never wants you to give up, and if you give up, that's the only thing he asks you to do is like effort and to give effort, and if you don't do that, you're getting taken out. Like, so that's the really big thing about him, and he doesn't want you to quit and give up on his offense or Coach Foster's defense. So
What part of your game do you think you can give him the most responsibility for making you grow in? What kind of things do you think he's taught you the most about?
probably like just you know being I really he's taught me a lot. It's hard to pick out one certain thing.
Hey, that's always a good thing. It's a good thing. We only get to see him in the games. We only get to see him
Yeah.
coach, and give us a little insight on what Coach Bornemus is like outside of the games and what makes him a special coach.
He's very loud and upgoing and talkative at practice. So is Coach Foster. He is always very loud and he always wants us to be, paying attention and stuff. So they're very fun people outside of games, serious at games, but out of games, like they're funny guys. So
So let's talk about you outside of the court and in the classroom. Second year as a high school student, how's sophomore year treating you in the classroom?
I think it's going really well. I thought it was going to be harder, but they got rid of government this year at Girard. So I think it's going really well. So.
So I'm guessing you were not looking forward to government.
No, I heard that it was like kind of hard since you had to do like government, like you had like 5 state tests that year. So now we only have 4. But I mean, I guess that's still a lot. But
What do you think so far in either of your 2 years is kind of the hardest class that you've taken so far?
I would say this year's geometry. I've never been good at math at all. Like, and it's like I don't know. I just am not good at math.
All right, we'll flip it though. We'll talk about what are you good at. What are the classes that you think are your strengths that maybe are your favorite classes?
I excel at like English honor. I'm in honors English this year, and I was last year too. It's like I think it's really easy. It's probably my favorite subject too, and history's easy too. I like that class too.
Now, when we talk English, there's always two sides to English classes in school. You have your writing, and then you have your reading.
Oh.
What side of the fence do you? I mean, are you more of a fan of like the reading assignments where you get to, dive into a book and analyze it, or do you like kind of the creative writing side of English classes?
I don't like writing. I like reading more. Like we just had an essay due, and I just got it done in a day. I was like, I like let it go, and then I was like at the game yesterday. I was typing it on the way to the game. I was like, I should have had more better time management with this.
Good. Let's talk about time management. That's something you have to learn really quickly in
I
high
know.
school sports when you play multiple sports. How have you kind of juggled time management? How have you been doing with that?
I think I could be doing better because sometimes like I'll leave my assignments until like the last minute. But yesterday I was up like late doing my essay, and then I had another assignment which I didn't need to do that day. But I think overall I'm doing decent. I think after this winter breaks over, I think I'll get going on that more. So
Everyone kind of learns differently. Everyone has different study habits. What are the things that kind of help you learn the classes? What are some of the things that you do to help yourself study and learn? What are some of your habits?
I like to make like study guides on my computer, and then I like to do colored notes because I think I'm very organized. So
Have you always been that way too, or do you think you've grown as an organization as you've gotten older?
I think I've always been that way because my aunt used to say that like I used to like color coordinate my like colored pencils when I was younger at her house when I used to go over there. So I think I've always been really organized.
Um,
My bedroom's probably the cleanest in the whole house.
are you an organized person that also gets bugged when you see something out of organization?
Oh
Like,
yeah, I hate that.
does that kind of crawl in your skin?
Yeah, I hate that. I'm like, no, this is my sister's room. I'm like, you need to get this clean. Like,
Let's talk about your family since you brought it up and you have such a good family in Girard and we all know it. What about your family makes it so special to you? What are some things unique about your family?
you know, I think they're awesome. They always come out and support me. And I have younger siblings, so I really want to try to do really well so then they can look up to me. And I'd love if my 12-year-old sister would play basketball because she's taller than me, but she just doesn't want to. So
She's 12 and she's already taller than you.
yeah, she's like 5'5". I'm only 5'4". So
I'm sure Coach Bornemus is like, let's go. If you're
he,
get her
he,
aboard.
he's always scouting
Um,
out the volleyball players. I'm like,
oh, so she's a volleyball player.
she's only 12. She's only in 7th grade, so
Okay,
she didn't play it this year because she did cheerleading. So
okay. Cheerleading is good. That's good.
I don't like
Anything
it.
anything that's getting you active, we'll take it. Let's talk about traditions that your family has. We're about into this holiday season. Everyone's got traditions during the holiday year. What are some of the traditions that you guys have that you like so much?
I love baking some cookies, some Buckeyes. My mom's really good at those. She learned it from my aunt. She's really good at those. The holiday movies. Um, I like to like go look at the Christmas lights. So,
You brought up movies, and we're asking this of everyone that's being interviewed during the Christmas season. Three Christmas questions. One, what's your favorite Christmas movie?
I would have to say The Christmas Story.
Okay,
Yeah, me and my mom like to watch that one. Or Home
I
Alone. That's a
love
classic.
it. Keeping the classics alive. I
Yeah.
love it. What about the Christmas song? What's your favorite?
Ooh, that's a hard one. We're doing like an ASL song right now. We have to sign a song in ASL. I'm doing Let It Snow.
Okay, well,
Wait, what's that one by Michael Bublé? He has a lot. I don't know.
was about to say he has a lot. He's
I
a
don't
good
know.
Christmas artist.
There's one that I really like. I'll have to
We'll
think
go,
of it.
we'll go with "Let It Snow." If you think of it at the end of the interview,
Yeah.
you can shout it out. And then we'll go with what's your favorite Christmas present that you think you've gotten in your life?
That's a hard. Either my hoverboard went like during COVID. I just remember one time like I came right back from my dad's house and I went on it and like flipped over and I like hurt my back. Or probably my Apple Watch that my dad got me like 2 years ago.
And then we're gonna flip that question. You know, when you get someone a gift and you're kind of excited about their reaction to it, what do you think is like the best gift you've ever given to someone?
Hmm. I would say probably like I gave my mom like this like I don't know. They're called like these willow trees and they're like these little figurines and they're like sentimental gifts or something. I don't know.
And
Or like
then
yeah.
and then one more because um, we always ask your current wish list. What's on the list to Santa this year?
Oh, I have a lot of things. That's hard. Definitely a new laptop because mine's very old. Um, Clothes, you know. Um, I want a weighted basketball.
Okay. If someone was going to get you like a $200 gift card to a place, what would be like the best place to get the gift card to?
Starbucks. Starbucks.
What's the go-to Starbucks order?
A strawberry acai refresher with lemonade, no berries, light
Wow,
ice, and a Trenta.
she knows it to by heart. Is that the same thing every time, or do you like to
Yes.
mix it up a little bit?
Same thing every time. And maybe
Same thing.
chocolate cake pop.
And then I want to talk a little bit about your future. I know you're just a sophomore. You have so much time before you graduate high school and have to think about life after it. But are there any kind of careers that you kind of like find interest in or things that you like studying that you think you might want to pursue after high school at this moment?
I definitely think I want to go into like the medical field. Maybe like I either a doctor, I don't know what kind yet, or a dermatologist.
Is there something that kind of like got you interested in medicine?
My mom's a nurse, so she really likes helping people and I love that about her, so
Makes total sense. And then I love asking athletes about snack bags on away games because it's a high school athletics tradition. You got to have snack bags.
yeah.
What parent on the team makes the best snack bags right now?
I would have to say last year we haven't had that many. I would have to say Coach Bornemus's wife. She hooks us up with some snacks. She'd
What
make us like some wraps and stuff, some like fruit and stuff, but usually I just steal Gianna Schubert's like Cheez-Its, so
what makes like the perfect snack bag?
oh, we gotta have some like Cheez-Its, some fruit, you know. I got Gatorade maybe.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite flavor of Gatorade?
I like the I like the purple one. I haven't had that one in a while, or like the dark blue one.
Do you have one that like you think that you've never seen before that you would like Gatorade to make?
A Starbucks one, like the strawberry refresher.
Yes, let's go. I love it.
They need to
Oh
sponsor
man.
me.
Starbucks, you're getting free plugs. Sponsor YSN.
Yes.
Um, when we end this these player profiles the same way every time, Kaylee, we give the player the chance to take the light off themselves and shine on the people in their life that are there for them, that support them through their journey. So I want you to take the time to give out thank yous and shout outs to the people in your life that you know have been there for you that you wouldn't be where you are without.
I want to thank my mom, my dad, all my family that comes out to support me, my stepdad, all my coaches that I've had throughout high school or like any other lower level, um, you know, my friends, my teammates that are able to get me the ball and pass it to me, and all the people that come out and support us. So
All right, Kaylee, we want to thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. We appreciate it. We'll be out there covering you guys all year, so we'll talk to you real soon.
thank you.